happy Sunday. I am getting ready for church, and I am doing I'm using the holiday collection again, so I thought I would hop on live and share what I'm doing. Now you will notice I am wearing the exact same top as I did in my previous video. You might notice though that this time I have eyebrows and I have a faux hawk, which I'm not 100% sure about, but a friend of mine really encouraged me to try to rock the faux hawk, and so I'm doing it. It's church. They're gonna love me regardless of what I look like, so there you go. Anyway, I did wear this for my work Christmas party on Friday, but we are doing taking a little kids choir that I'm helping with to a nursing home nearby after church today to sing, and we're doing all Christmassy. And this is really the only Christmassy thing that I have in my closet, so washing machines are awesome. But before I get started on the makeup, I wanted to make a little correction. I got a lot of responses to my previous video where I was complaining about the not a mirror on the back of the lip gloss. And as I was driving to work, I was thinking there's probably a plastic cover on that mirror, and it would have worked better if I had peeled that off. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. And then I got several comments from people saying there's a plastic cover, it is a mirror. So I wanted to show everyone that I was wrong. And yes, there is a little plastic cover and it is a mirror. I would still say though, like, it's super small. And I mean, maybe it's just because I have a lot of face. It will be perfect for touching up your lips. But if you need to check the rest of your face, you're gonna need to pack another mirror because it will, it's challenging. But again, that could just be because I have a whole lot of face. So anyway, I'm gonna do something with my eyes today. I'm using a similar combination of shades as to what I used the first time, but I'm going to try to place them a little bit differently this time. So I'm going in with some champagne foiled here on my brush. I put some in the cap and then sprayed some misting spray in there and smushed it around. So I'm putting that all on the moving part of my lid right up to my crease. I'm getting little eye critters here. And then I'm also going to go over it because I just feel like it has a little bit more impact when you combine the two methods here. I'm going to go over it with a little bit on my finger and pat that in there. There we go. That's a little bit better. It's more, I've said this in the first video, I think. It is really more of a like Best Kept Secret type shade with some shimmer in it. I think if you have a slightly darker skin tone than I do, it will show up even more intensely on you, but it's basically my skin tone with a tiny bit of shimmer, so it's not super impactful. But what I'm going to try is just blending in a little bit of the, oh, that's too much. What is this one called anyway? The gold one. Sorry, that's right in your face. Cheers. So I'm going to try to blend in just a tiny bit of Cheers and see how that looks, just to give it a tiny bit more warmth. This green that I'm wearing is a very cool shade, and I don't really know that the goldy shade is going to work so well. So I'm just going to start right there in the center and work it out to the outer edge. Then I think I'm going to take a little bit and just blend it with a little bit of champagne to kind of smooth out that. Okay, that just kind of darkened it actually. The sparkle isn't coming through so well with the foiling. Maybe the light's just hitting it weird, I don't know. I was expecting it to be a little bit more intense. But again, I think it could be my skin tone that's the problem, just because it's not super, there's not a whole lot of contrast there. And the more contrast you have, the more you see, you know, the shimmer and the iridescence and all that stuff. It's pretty though. It's a really pretty shade. It's not super like bam in your face, which is nice. But you can build up the intensity by layering it like I just did. I foiled it and then I went over it with a little bit dry, just like I did with the champagne. So, okay, now I'm going to start building some crease color, and I need my new favorite crease color, which is Times Square. Y'all, I am so happy about this color. And I know that there are a lot of ladies out there that's like, it's shimmery, I can't put shimmer on my face. Try this. If you have a friend that that has this collection, ask them if you can try the Times Square and the Midnight Shades and work them in with a nice blending brush. I should be using my Savvy Minerals brush for this, but I'm not. You'll see it does not read shimmery at all. Not a bit on my face. I mean, it's a beautiful crease color, y'all. It's a nice taupey gray, and it's just beautiful. You can make it more dramatic, or you can do it super subtly just to do a little bit of contouring on your lid without overdoing it or feeling overdone. So I'm just working that in the crease and a little bit in that outer corner area just to create a crease for myself, because I have hooded eyes and I need help just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with some Midnight. I think I am gonna run a little bit of this on the lower lash line very lightly. I haven't put my concealer yet because we learned from the first one that this does, even with my tapping off and everything, it does leave a lot of fallout. So so y'all let me know what you think about my faux hawk. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I'm kind of at the place in the day where I can't redo it, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Now I'm gonna try to use my new brush, if I can find it here. What did I do with you, little new brush? Are you in my makeup bag? He might be in my makeup bag. I think he is. He is. Okay. So the brush that came with it originally, I thought it was just this like shader brush, but big chunky shader brush, but it also has a pointed brush on the end, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna spray it just a tiny bit with some misting spray, and then I'm gonna go into a little bit of Midnight here in the cap, and I'm just gonna work that in that outer third to outer half of my eye. I'm gonna grab my mirror here. Just at the lash line, and then kind of creating a wedge shape, but again, I'm not doing a like full-on wing. I'm just intensifying that outer corner there. Can you see that? It's not super dramatic, but it's just enough. There we go. All right, let me spray my brush again. Doot, doot. The misting spray. If you haven't gotten your hands on some misting spray, look at my videos for the DIY recipe. I know sometimes it goes out of stock and you can only buy one, but it's really such a versatile product. I made a boo-boo. It's such a versatile product. You know, I use it not just for my foundation, I use it for on my eyes, I use it on my cheeks. There we go, I like that. Okay, and I'm just going to, let me fix the shape of that there. I want them to match. Matching eye shapes is a good thing. But anyway, the misting spray is such a multi-use product. You know, I use it on my eyes, I use it, you can use it if you have, you know, you can use it on your brows with a little bit of the multitasker. You can use it on your cheeks. You can use it obviously with foundation. It's just so good. Sorry, I am looking off camera here because I'm trying to find my winged liner brush so I can just get right in on the roots, right in at the roots of the lashes. I should have had this all laid out. If I was super professional, I would have done that, but Come on, brush, where are you? I don't know where you are. Come on, little brush. If you talk sweet to them, they show up sometimes. Well, or sometimes they just keep hiding. But I have this little teeny tiny mini one, so I'm just going to use that. And I'm going to, I have a bunch in here just because I use this all the time. So I just sprayed a little bit of misting spray, and I'm just going to get some on my brush by smushing it all around in there. So I had my brows done on Friday for the first time ever in my life. I'm just going to go right in at the root, starting about halfway, starting at the middle of my upper lid, and just following the lashes. I'm not building a shape here. I'm just adding some depth at the base of the lashes. And then with whatever's left of my brush, I'm just going to lightly pat and finish that lash line. There you go. I'll do the other eye. So anyway, as I was saying, I got my brows done for the first time ever in my life on Friday after my work Christmas party. And I went to see a friend of mine who has an amazing brow salon, and they do facials and all sorts of things there. And she's super talented, and she's done so well for herself. And I've been wanting to go support her, and but I just had this like phobia about laying on the table in front of everybody and feeling super vulnerable about that. And I didn't know that I really had anything that, you know, was worth working with, you know, so, but oh my goodness, she gave me brows, y'all, and it's amazing. And this is all just shaping, and she tinted the brows, which was huge because she was able to, because I'm blonde, she was able to catch all these little baby hairs and give me, make it look like I had more hair there than just using like a tinted brow gel or something had been doing for me. So, I like this, y'all. I'm just going to run whatever's left on the edge of this brush with the Midnight lightly in that outer third of my eye. Connect it up to the top there, just to give a little bit more shape. All right, so need to clean up and do concealer and all that jazz. But anyway, I was so impressed with the shop and with the staff and with what she was able to do with the 12 hairs that I have combined, at least that I thought I had, and that I didn't need to spend a fortune. I thought I was gonna, like, she was gonna say, well, you know, we really don't have much to work with here. You really should consider microblading, which is super expensive. I don't know if any of you know anything about microblading, but it's basically like a tattoo for your eyebrows, but not like a regular tattoo. It's much more refined than that. And, you know, it looks amazing, but it's really expensive. And so my budget wouldn't have been able to afford that. And so, but I was sure she was going to look at me and be like, girl, no, we gotta tattoo some stuff on your face. But she didn't. And everybody made me feel super comfortable, and it was just such a good experience. I'm totally going to be going back to get my eyebrows tinted again, and it was so easy to do my brows this morning because I had that good foundation of hair. I could actually see. I wasn't, you know, drawing blindly on my face, hoping for the best like what normally happens. And I mean, it just makes a world of difference. My eyebrows were so fair, even with putting tinted brow gel through them. They were so fair. They were barely visible, and it did nothing to enhance my look at all. And I think that having my brows done, especially the depth of color that they are, is really, really effective, especially with this haircut. It really just adds something. I love them. I absolutely love them. I was afraid, like, I thought about tinting them myself to save money at home, but I was so scared I would wind up looking like Joe Pesci in the movie JFK, where he had these like crayon Sharpie drawn on brow looking things on his face. And I was just like, no, I don't want to take that risk, because then I'm going to be stuck with that for like 3 or 4 weeks, and it's not a good look. The Joe Pesci brow is not going to be a trend I would follow anyway. All right, so mascara, and I'm really happy with that. I really like how the gold adds something to it, and you know, just doing a little bit of that charcoal midnight color on that outer edge. It's just enough, you know? I'm double checking because last time I got stuff all over my cheeks. All right, so let me just quickly do concealer, and then we're gonna do the pièce de résistance. I took French for like a week and a half in college, and I realized it was way too hard for me. I am not fancy enough to speak French. Okay, so I want you to tell me in the comments section if you have the holiday collection and what you think about it and what your favorite products are from it. I think that would be a whole lot of fun. I would love to hear other people's experiences with this. You know, I've said before, I was really hesitant to get this because just from looking at the swatches, the colors looked so similar to what we already have. And I was so, and then, you know, the darker shades looked really, really shimmery. And I was really disappointed, you know. Now, I know that there's a reason why they can't do red. Obviously, a red lip product would have been a better option, but I think that they could have rounded this out a little bit more by adding one more warmer eyeshadow and a nude, a true creamy nude lip. I think that would have been perfect. That would have been great for so many things. Hopefully they will make at least the hopefully they'll make the eyeshadows and the lip gloss part of the permanent collection at some point, because I don't think it's fair to expect people to buy, you know, a whole collection if they're just interested in one eyeshadow. Not that I think anybody would really be super disappointed if they went ahead and got this, the whole thing. I mean, I was expecting to be, and I totally wasn't. So I'm just gonna blend this in a little bit with my, the rest of my face. Okay. Nice. All right. So we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of, okay, I'm going non-savvy on my blush today, y'all, sorry. But I think a nude, more of a nude blush will work better because I want to wear the lip gloss that comes with this. And I just don't want too much on my cheeks. All right, now the lip gloss. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put it on regular first, and then, y'all, I don't know if this light helps anything. Maybe if I was in a dark room, I think it makes it harder to see my lip line. I really try not to be a complainer. I just have super strong feelings about makeup. It is a pretty color. I don't know if any of you got the other lip glosses, the El Brillante ones. I wish you could turn off this light. But the pigmentation and coverage that you get from these lip glosses are so much better. I feel like in the other one, there is a lot of separation that happens. Like the pigment separates. Ooh. On me, it is a bit more red than it looks. Than you would think, you know, from the eyelash. Okay, I'm a convert. Hang on. All right. Okay. I was wrong. This is a really pretty lip gloss. But what I'd like to do is see if it mats out. So I'm gonna blot it and apply a little bit more. And blot it. I like it. That's really pretty, y'all. Okay, so there is my look number 2. Oh, I do need to add a little bit of highlights. I'm gonna grab some Wanderlust. And where's my fan brush? Now, I promise the next video I do will be like, well, I hope that the next video that I do will be more professional, and I'll have like stuff at least laid out if I don't do a live thing. The live things are just so much easier because I know that I can get it out, and I don't have to edit. And right now it's Christmas and I do photography on the side, and so my editing time really needs to be with photos. And I have a wedding and another shoot and a holiday party coming up in the next few weeks. So like these live things right now are the only thing that I have time for. So I'm sorry they're not like cut and edited and short and shortened and all that stuff for you, but I just don't have time for that. Okay, so there you go. That is my finished look. Let me know in the comments, again, like what your favorite items from the holiday collection are. I'm trying to fiddle with my faux hawk. And what you think about my brows and what you think about my faux hawk. And to all of those who left me comments about the film over the mirror on the lip gloss, thank you. I'm happy. On the teeth. That's not a good look. I'm glad that there is at least something of a mirror, but I would definitely recommend packing an actual mirror so that you can see the whole rest of your face. So anyway, yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions or want to let me know what your favorite things from the holiday collection are, leave those down in the comments below. You can also find me on Facebook at Savvy Girls Guide or on Instagram at SavvyGirlsGuide_YL. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Try to do this without looking.